Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Lots of businesses deal with construction from time to time, but considering there used to be a bridge out here in front of me and exits off the freeway that were usable, it's safe to say what these businesses are going through behind me is pretty extreme.
He wore elaborate disguises and used fake IDs to steal $100,000 from the casinos. Tonight, the case against him that landed him a lengthy stay in federal prison.
But we begin with some big changes in the forecast.
We've had a break from the rain and the humidity, but Ben, that's going to change starting tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody's going to flip a switch. Even tomorrow morning, guys, we're going to notice the humidity and the rain chances are coming back even for the morning. But out there right now, it's just a whole mess of clouds, and those are going to start getting thicker overnight. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to start to see just a few showers. And you can see it here on the map. Most of us are going to be dry, but during the commute, wouldn't be surprised to see enough drops to swipe the wipers a couple times. And then that batch of showers, a little bit more organized, runs through the west and south zone. And then anything past that point should be widely scattered, but really at any point tomorrow, it's going to be tough to rule out a quick shower. We're not anticipating anything strong or severe on Friday, but that could be a different story on Saturday. We're technically in a marginal risk. We're towards the bottom of that area. A lot of that activity is going to happen to our north, but it's still something we need to keep an eye on. So coming up, we'll talk about that and just how hot things are going to get after the storms as we close out a dry weekend. So pretty busy pattern after a couple days break. More on that in a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben. Now let's move to the search for Macomb County mother and her 3 children. Roseville police believe 32-year-old Ruth Amo is on the run with the children after a judge awarded custody to the children's father. Police are now asking for the public's help to find 7-year-old Samuel Tenney, 11-year-old Vanessa, and 12-year-old Bella.
A Harper Woods man who fancied himself a master of disguise and ripped off the MGM casino of nearly $100,000 will now be spending 4 years in a federal prison. Our Mara McDonald is live at MGM. And Mara, this man used full face masks, prosthetics, and props to defraud the casino.
Kimberly, he sure did, along with a host of phony driver's licenses and insurance cards. It worked for a while. The feds say he was drawn to the casino not to play the games, but press his luck by running a scam. This is Christopher Coletti from Harper Woods. The feds say this is also Coletti in disguise at one of the cash kiosks inside MGM. Here's how it worked. According to the feds, Coletti would enter the casino in one of his various disguises with accompanying phony driver's licenses and hit up the VIP payment kiosk. Now, in order to use those kiosks, it has multiple factor authentication and is linked to your personal checking account. Coletti had likely purchased that information on the dark web and scammed at least 10 casino patrons using the system, to the tune of nearly $100,000. He was arrested at a tribal casino in Kansas trying to pull the same stunt. In his pockets, they found more fake driver's licenses. In his car, more of his disguises, books on how to get away with committing crime, 83 other driver's licenses, 14 insurance cards, 19 players' cards, and an Excel spreadsheet with 1,000 names. Tonight, after he pleaded guilty, a federal judge has sentenced him to 4 years in federal prison. Back here live, also included in that sentencing, he has to repay every single penny he stole and then some, to the tune of about $125,000. We're live downtown tonight outside the MGM casino. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Mara, thanks. New tonight, Detroit police releasing video of a car connected to the deadly shooting of an 18-year-old woman. This is the red Taurus police need help finding. They say around 4:30 yesterday afternoon, the car pulled up to a home on Pingree Street near Linwood with someone inside opening fire, hitting 2 people. The 18-year-old was rushed to the hospital. She later died from her injuries. Police believe there were 3 or 4 people inside that car. Anyone with information can report an anonymous tip by calling Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
Well, here's a 1-2 punch for a Madison Heights restaurant. Like others, it struggled to emerge from COVID restrictions. Boodle's restaurant, though, is one of many on 11 Mile that have been devastated by the construction on I-75. Jason Colthorpe live there right now. The road closures, of course, seem to be everywhere right now, but particularly on I-75, Jason.
Let me just show you around, Devin. First of all, here's your first big signal blocking off 11 Mile. Boodles is right here to the side. I-75 right on the other side. And of course, there used to be a bridge that connected Royal Oak to Madison Heights here. That's gone as of 2 weeks ago. And maybe the most frustrating sign is on Diamond Jim's Jewelry, both the electronic one and the one that's up on the side of the building, open during construction. Well, who's going to see that? No one can get to this area, and it's going to be this way until November.
You won't go to another restaurant where they'll make a Caesar salad the way I make it.
Hard to argue since Bruno Ferguson has been making them from scratch for the last 36 years here at Boodle's restaurant in Madison Heights. But not nearly as many customers have been able to enjoy his salads lately.
Well, you just opened up this a couple of months ago after this second episode with the pandemic, and this is like a catastrophe.
Once you think you got it figured out, they go and blow the bridge up.
2 weeks ago, the I-75 construction seemingly put these businesses on an island. The bridge to Royal Oak, gone. Both exits off the freeway, closed.
You see all the orange barrels go all the way down. So the first time they see that, people want to avoid the area like a plague.
And the only access now is from John R.
I swear I had to tell everybody on the phone, like, which way are you coming from? Are you coming from the east side? Are you coming from the west side? Go down to Gardenia, go through the sub. I mean, it's a whole ordeal there.
I'm doing about 35% versus 100%. Okay, so it's down about 60 to 65%.
And the significant loss of business means a significant loss of tips for servers and bartenders.
Tumbleweeds in there, you know? It's supposed to be like, you're supposed to be rocking Wednesday through Saturday and then hope you have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but now you can't even count on the busy nights.
Boy, they really can't. Just a little bit more perspective. You've got this like here, but anyone driving this way, there are just barrels all the way down 11 Mile, discouraging you from even coming the entire way down here. And I talked to several businesses. You see the 7-Eleven up there. I was in there for 20 minutes talking to them about their business. By the way, I was the only customer in there during that time. They're down 50%. Bruno says some of these other businesses don't even bother opening up. They're all just hoping to make it to November when all of this gets finished. Back to you.
Which seems like such a, yeah, we hope, such a long way away. Has there been any help at all from the city?
Well, Bruno says no, but in fairness, he says he also hasn't reached out. He's hoping for a lot of signs. That's what a lot of these businesses would like. Just signs letting everyone know, pointing them down here that it's open. And another frustrating sign is there is one sign on the other side of the 7-Eleven that says local business is open, but it's small and it's partially obscured by a construction sign. So that's where the frustration comes from.
Sure, understandable. All right, Jason.
A vaccine mandate for Van Buren Township employees has members of local government divided and is sparking confusion as the township says people who don't get the shot won't get fired.
I represent the board, and the board is absolutely right. They have the right to ask for mandatory vaccinations by law.
You know, basically they have enacted something without negotiating with the union, without talking to the union about it. We are hearing that not just the unvaccinated people want to leave the department, but the vaccinated people, when you start to challenge their choices, are considering leaving the organization.
The town supervisor tells us he plans to meet with union reps in the coming weeks in hopes of reaching a compromise. In coronavirus headlines, tonight the Justice Department will not investigate Michigan's nursing home deaths.
That announcement comes 11 months after a request for data related to Governor Whitmer's COVID orders. Meanwhile, officials in Shiawassee County used COVID relief money to give themselves and other county workers bonuses described as hazard pay. One resident has filed a lawsuit to rescind some of those. The search has expanded now to find a missing 79-year-old grandfather who went missing on Monday. We told you about the story last night. Police say Joe Mendelli went hiking and never came home, sparking a massive search in Lapeer County involving more than 200 volunteers and first responders. Well, today the search expanded into Almont, and they're asking anyone who lives in that area to check their properties for anything that might indicate his current whereabouts.
Still ahead, a Good Samaritan puts his life at risk to save a baby.
When I heard the baby thing, I just reacted. I just ran. I said, "No, you're not taking this baby."
There's violent confrontation coming up with an armed carjacker.
And we are just hours away from the official kickoff of the Summer Olympic Games. The final preparations underway in Tokyo ahead of the opening ceremony.
But first, a dispute between neighbors downriver turns deadly. The body cam video showing the chaotic moments officers arrived. Next.